Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Crisis, DC TV, Arrowverse as a whole, the event that we're all waiting for. We're going to talk about it a bit more, so let's jump into it. But of course, there's a couple of things here which are spoilery, but I will bring up the most spoiler. All of them are fine, apart from one, and I will bring up the spoiler bit when we get to it. If you're going to enjoy the video, let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on the video and stuff. If you're going to enjoy it, I sort of mixed up my words there. Anyway, if you're going to enjoy it, drop a like on the video to show support. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I'm interested to see what you guys think of most of the stuff we go over, but especially the big spoilery bits. So hopefully you guys stick around to hear what it is. But firstly, I'm sure a lot of you guys saw this, or maybe some people have already uploaded videos. I don't know. I posted it pretty early on when it first got released, but I'm just getting around to making a video on it now because I wanted to wait for more information to come out so I can basically not upload a 2-minute video. What a waste of time. But essentially, there was a set photo taken when they were filming Crisis, I guess when you see this video about 2 days ago, and they were in Gotham City. I think it looked like a bit of a, not fully classic Gotham City, but they filmed a lot of different things which could have taken place, in Gotham, or various versions of Gotham City, or maybe different Earths in the multiverse. But this said photo seemed to come from the same set where they were filming like a bank robbery or something like that, or some sort of bank heist, something along those lines. But essentially it's a newspaper stand, where you chuck in, I guess if you're in America, chuck in a quarter, get your newspaper out, read away. In that newspaper stand was this, as you can see on screen, and obviously that is the Michael Keaton Batman, obviously saying that he's marrying socialite Selena Kyle, aka Catwoman. So that's the Bruce Wayne from the 1989, and when did Batman Returns come out? 1991 or 92? Can't remember which year it was. But obviously, this is really cool because, for those that don't know, a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a week and a half ago, they obviously confirmed that the Huntress from the Birds of Prey show was going to be coming into Crisis as well and play some sort of role, whether it's like a 2-second cameo or maybe like a 5-minute cameo, who knows what length, or she could be in the entire event. I highly doubt that, but she was confirmed to be coming in. Now, the importance with that is that Huntress in the Birds of Prey show, like in some versions of the comics, was the daughter of Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle, or Batman and Catwoman, and that Birds of Prey show was set in, well, it was said that it was, some people were trying to deny, but it was sort of set in that same universe as like Batman 89 and Batman Returns and stuff like that. So it's no surprise, I guess, that they're confirming that these two actually ended up getting married in that universe. And I guess this might confirm that Huntress character that we do see in Crisis will be on the same Earth as this. Now, in regards to what Earth it's on, I guess they could poke some fun and make it Earth 89, as in, Batman 89. I think that'd be a fun way to go about it. Actually, that's probably what I would expect, to be completely honest, because I think there's going to be some other cool little Earth number Easter eggs, or like, nods to the audience, if you want to call it. Now, a lot of people are going, is Michael Keaton going to appear in the crossover? I honestly would sell my left eyeball if he appears in the crossover in any way, shape, or form. So I highly, highly doubt he's going to be in the crossover. I really hope he isn't now, because I sort of want to keep my eyeball. But I think but a lot of people might think that, or are saying, sorry, that the Kevin Conroy older Batman could be the older version of Michael Keaton's. That's a possibility, I guess. Like age-wise, it would work. But I guess that's for us to wait and see. That could work though. But they might just make Kevin Conroy his own planet. Like, there's still talk about whether Mark Hamill's going to be in this crossover or not. There's people saying that he's confirmed to be the Joker. There is literally no substance to that, apart from just people saying it. So, it'd be cool if that was the case, but we'll have to wait and see if that actually, is the case. But just seeing that newspaper article was really cool, and a lot of people on Twitter were really hyped about it. Now, the next thing that is sort of classic Batman related was something that we already knew was happening in the crossover, and that's that Burt Ward was going to cameo in the Crisis event in some way, shape, or form. And I think most of us assumed that it was going to be a very small cameo, nothing that major, not like a pivotal role to the crossover. And we did see him on set, so we got photos with him and a German Shepherd from memory. I don't have the photo in front of me, but it's him with a German Shepherd, I'm pretty sure. A lot of people calling it Ace the Bat Hound. I highly doubt that's the case. It might be called Ace. The dog might be called Ace as a bit of an Easter egg, but I'd be surprised if it's, the actual Bat Hound. Now, he actually is in the Robin colors, like the shirt he's wearing is the classic Robin colors, which I think is really, really cool. I'm sure a decent amount of people that are familiar with Robin, or at least the classic sort of setup, would have caught that. So I thought that was actually a nice little touch that they have there. Now, it has been, or not has been said, but I've heard it's confirmed that he isn't Robin. So this isn't like a future version of Robin, like, you know, from like the 60s. This isn't like an aged up Robin that once, but then became Nightwing and now is just retired and walking his dog. I've heard it isn't Robin or any other characters that everyone is predicting. I don't know exactly what the character is. It could just be a random name like Banana Jim, but he's not like any sort of Robin or Alfred type character. So, and everyone's still predicting that that's the case. I've heard that isn't the case, but I'm sure we'll maybe get it confirmed soon enough. It just depends if they want to say it or not, because if it's not that important, then they probably won't tell us. You know what I mean? But if it's like a funny little joke or something like that, then they might confirm that. But we'll have to wait and see. But I just know that he isn't playing Robin or, you know, Dick Grayson or any sort of version of like another character like Alfred or something like that. So if you're still going along with that, just telling you to calm down, and yeah, there's no need to go along with it anymore. The next thing is that we have a picture of Batwoman. Now, this is from Canada Graphs. There's actually a couple of things from Canada Graphs here, but this is from Canada Graphs. Now, the importance of this is that it's hard to tell because I'm not too sure if this is a gun or a grapple gun. It does look very, very similar to the grapple gun that she used in the Elseworlds crossover last year. Like, obviously, we haven't seen her do anything this year because she still hasn't really officially become Batwoman on the show yet, because it's only been one episode. But it looks too like skinny to be the grapple gun. Like, a grapple gun should be a bit thicker so it can have, obviously like hide the coiled rope and I guess the hook and stuff like that. So this seems like it's going to be a normal gun. Now, Batwoman in the comics does use a gun. Like, that's one of the things about it, is that she uses a gun. It's like something that sort of like distinguishes her between all the other people, I guess, apart from Red Hood. So she uses a gun. She obviously shoots the gun. Now, it is actually pretty interesting that they're actually bringing that into the show, or at least maybe the crossover, because I've heard that the show of Batwoman is actually going to be very, very comic accurate, arguably the most comic accurate out of any of the shows we have, which, you know, the Flash gets pretty comic accurate, but it does steer away from a lot of things a lot of the time, and Supergirl can do the exact same thing as well. So the fact that Batwoman is going really forward with that comic accuracy is pretty interesting, and the fact that she will be using guns, because looking at this, it does look like a gun, but it's like a manufactured gun that obviously like Luke Fox is going to make for her, so that's pretty interesting, I guess. But I just thought it was interesting that she was using the gun. They're going to do that in Crisis as well, so yeah. Now, this is the spoilery bit. Actually, no, I'll just mention one thing before. So yesterday or the day before, not sure when this video is going to go up, but I uploaded a video talking about some other set photos, and I talked about an old man approaching the Flash and getting an autograph. I had it confirmed to me that that's actually Marv Wolfman, who goes up to the Flash and asks for an autograph. Doesn't ask for Supergirl's autograph, just asks for the Flash's autograph. So that's Marv Wolfman. If you don't know who that is, that's the guy who actually wrote Crisis on Infinite Earths, wrote a lot of Teen Titans stuff, created Deathstroke, the character, legend in the comic game. So that was the guy that goes and approaches the Flash and gets an autograph. And obviously he helped co-write the Arrow episode of Crisis. And I think he's just sort of overseeing the entire event as a whole in regards to like a writing standpoint. And he's just basically like a consultant as well. So that's cool that he actually gets an on-screen cameo as well. That's actually pretty damn awesome. But the last thing is the big spoilery thing. So if you don't want to know it, leave. Don't want to hear any complaints in the comments. There's your 1 second little break. Let's move on. So the big spoilery thing. Now, I'd actually heard this the day before. It actually got revealed publicly, which, you know, bit of a flex. But I couldn't, you know, talk about it because, well, I didn't want to. But Tom Ellis, you might be thinking, okay, that name sounds familiar, but I don't know exactly who that is. Well, Tom Ellis is the star of Lucifer. He plays Lucifer Morningstar on the show Lucifer, and he is in Crisis. Now, he was on set with David Ramsey, Catherine McNamara, and Matt Ryan earlier on at an Arrow shooting location, but it was for the Flash episode. Now, man, this is probably the biggest. What the hell? Actually, there's probably one more thing that is a bit like, what the hell, if it actually transpires and goes ahead as I've heard, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'll let you guys theorize what that could be. But if the other thing transpires and actually happens, then a lot of people will probably fanboy the hell out. But in regards to this is probably the most random thing that I've heard, because there's no connection. He's not in the Arrowverse. Like, he's a Vertigo property. Yes, DC Vertigo is a DC property. It's like under the DC umbrella, but it's its different thing. It's like its own different thing. Like, sure, in the past in the comics, DC Comics has taken Vertigo characters and put them in their universe. But like, Vertigo is usually its own like separate thing. It's like the more adult orientated comics and stuff like that. So the fact that he's going to be appearing in this crossover is just downright insane. I was not expecting this at all. I'm sure some people thought, wouldn't it be cool if he appeared? Well, it's happening. I guess if that's the weird wish you made, then it's coming true. Now, as I said, he was on set with David Ramsey, Catherine McNamara, and Matt Ryan, who played Diggle, Mia Smoke, and Constantine. So I guess the big question is, like, what's going on with this scene? Has it got something to do with Oliver? Because there was a picture released by David Ramsey, I think a day or two ago, which had himself, Stephen Amell, who plays Oliver, Mia, and John as well. So obviously maybe Lucifer was there for that scene as well. Now, this was on Lian Yu. So maybe Oliver's, maybe it has something to do with, like, bringing Oliver back to life. But then it's the Flash episode. So I don't know what I have to do necessarily, but if you're bringing the goddamn devil into it, there's got to be, maybe it's something like make a deal with the devil to keep him alive, and maybe Constantine's the bridge to connect them to Lucifer. I don't know, it's crazy. If you have any theories, let me know in the comments section down below, but the fact that he's going to be in this crossover is just downright insane, just shows you the scope and I guess the ambition of this crossover event as a whole. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like and it shows support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on what we went over. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.